Okay, can we please talk about Dr. Andrew Huberman for a moment? I just finished listening to a video called The Science of Making and Breaking Habits with the Huberman Lab on YouTube, and it was full of fantastic information. But before I want to talk about that video, I want to address a quote that I heard by Mel Robbins, which is actually quite similar. And the quote is, "Don't let your mood dictate what you do. You have to take action first because movement changes your mood." And I love this. I talk to my clients about this all the time. If we're not in the mood to engage in a particular habit or pattern that we're attempting to implement in our lives, like going to the gym, for example, I don't feel like going. We have to find a way to take action first. And once we take that action and engage in that activity, we feel so much better after that workout because we now have dopamine and serotonin and norepinephrine and changes in the brain that happen. And now I'm in a better mood. So if I can circle back to the video with Andrew Huberman, he talks about something called limbic system friction, and he's coined the term limbic friction, which really just describes how much effort you need to engage in a certain behavior. So sometimes we have low limbic friction, which means it's kind of easy to engage in that habit and that pattern, and sometimes we have high limbic friction, which means, oh, I gotta push myself, or I gotta have someone else motivate me to do that, but I don't feel like doing it. And so he talks a little bit about different ways that we can lower limbic friction so that it's easier to engage in those habits, those patterns, and those behaviors. It's easier to take action first, like Mel's talking about. And so one way that he describes, which I quite like, is using procedural memory and mentally rehearsing that new habit or that new pattern first. So let's go back to the example of somebody's trying to get into a new habit of going to the gym or working out. I talk to my clients about what procedures would you have to go through in order to make that happen. So where are your gym clothes located? Where are your shoes? If you got in your car to drive to the gym, how would you get there? Would you turn left and then right and then left again at the lights and then right into the driveway? Where would you park your car in the gym parking lot? Can you imagine the faces of the people at the desk that greet you? Scan your tag at the front desk and off you go, and turn right and then left to go into the change room and put your stuff in the locker. Imagine hearing the locker open, put your stuff in, close it, and then where would you go? What machine would you hit first and what machine would you hit next? And so going through the procedure in your mind and imagination first so that it creates the procedural memory of how to engage in that habit can lower the limbic system friction and make that movement, that first action, a little bit easier when you go to take that step. So if you want to work together in changing habits, patterns, and behavior, feel free to reach out at carolcowan.ca. Love working with clients doing this kind of stuff. So hope that helps and have a great day.